Pile 1, welcome to your guys' pick a card reading, all about your natural magical talents, gifts, and capabilities. So I do have these two cards I'm going to be going over in a minute. I'm going to go over these cards too, but I was hearing the channel message for you, Pile 1. I kept hearing that you were like a conduit of the spiritual realm. And I kept hearing conduit, and it was making me think of like a spirit box. You know how they have like sometimes they have like apps on phones, but they have like actual technology that people use to kind of like tap into frequencies. Like think about a radio and you're like turning it so that you can get like a channel so that you can hear music or podcast or whatever. I was kind of seeing you as being a physical conduit of tapping into frequencies, and it's almost being seen as you channeling from the spirit realm or deceased relatives or loved ones. You are most likely probably a medium. You may have mediumship capabilities, because when you think about a conduit, again, this is about channeling. So I feel like you are a amazing channeler. Yes, you can channel through, your own spirit guides, your own angels, your own ancestors. But I feel like this gift was most likely given to you as a way to almost help deceased relatives, loved ones on the other side, and spirit guides to help others. So I almost see you as being a comfort for other people. Maybe even a comfort for a spirit in the spirit realm. And I was getting the reference of Ghost Whisperer. I don't know if you guys remember that TV show, but it had Jennifer Love Hewitt. And she basically was a medium, and she didn't ask for this gift, but she would see passed over people that weren't able to go to the light, and they needed her help to be able to deliver a message to their loved one, or they weren't able to move on because they were holding on to too much grief or unanswered questions, or they weren't aware that they had passed on already. And she was like, she doesn't know these people. They're like strangers, but she was connecting with people in her community and basically getting to know these people that these deceased people knew, because again, these people came to her and they were trying to connect to maybe someone else that was still physically alive when they were in their life, but because they don't have the gift or they weren't picking up the signs, they were using Jennifer Love Hewitt as that conduit, because they're like, okay, we need you to intervene and help me deliver this message. And that's the vibe that I'm getting for you. You may be seen as someone that spirit uses as a way to help someone else. Yes, it doesn't mean that you don't get messages to help benefit you, right? It doesn't mean that you don't get messages from your own spirit guides, but I actually feel like you are a spirit guide to others. Not so much just you. I'm literally seeing like a spirit guide using you, like someone else's spirit guide using you as a way to interact with someone else and help other people. So you may catch yourself like maybe going up to random people and you have the right thing to say to them, or you don't understand why you feel called or feel drawn to certain people, but there's a reason as to why, your spirit guides, God, maybe these people's spirit guides, they're asking you to get involved in this person's life because maybe you can make them aware of something. Maybe you can make a really big impact on this person. Maybe there's a message that you're meant to deliver to this person. It's giving me that. But yes, you are very connected to the spiritual realm. I am getting medium. So I was going to be telling you the difference between medium and psychic. I don't know if you guys know this already, but I guess I'll go over it. A medium is someone that can talk to the dead. They channel messages from passed over loved ones, spirit guides, ancestors, talking to ghosts. That's basically what they're seen as. Psychics are being seen as the people that can have these prophecies, if you will. They can predict the future. They have a knowing of when something's going to happen, or a really strong intuition about what to do next. And I don't know if you are a psychic medium, which that would mean both, but I am definitely getting you are a medium. You have mediumship capabilities, whether you have tapped into this or not. And they don't have to just come into the way that you see it on TV, right? It doesn't have to come in that way. It can come in many different ways. Maybe, like I said, maybe you are just feeling called or drawn to certain people, and there's certain people that you feel like, need a little bit more encouragement, or you feel like you need to do something nice for this person. You don't know why. And that could, in a way, be you channeling someone else's spirit guide, because maybe this person was struggling and just you doing a simple act for them really brightened up their day. It changed their whole outlook for the rest of the day, right? Maybe it's like little things like that. The other thing that I was getting for you about a natural magical capability that you possess, Padawan, you're really good at mirror magic. I was seeing the mirror as in you can speak things into the mirror. You can manifest using reflective surfaces. So even like glitter, glass, shiny things. So you may be, you may be called to things that reflect light, or glittery things like wearing glittery makeup, or maybe even water, the reflection of water, being able to speak into water or put intentions into your water, maybe even your coffee. But I definitely got something about mirror magic. And I was thinking of you looking at yourself in the mirror. You're really good at manifesting, changing how you look. Because the other cards that I got for you too, it was also the same thing where this woman is looking in a mirror and she has a candle and it says glamour, which makes me think of beauty. So you may be really good at going through physical body transformations. You can manifest yourself to look however you want through mirror magic. So you may say a lot of positive affirmations in the mirror, but if you don't, this is your sign that this would be something that you'd be really good at doing. And it doesn't just have to be beauty either. Like glamour makes me think of a life that comes off as very lavish. So you could even like set your intention to manifest the dream life that you want, or your dream job, or your dream partner, or your dream homing, living environment. Like I'm seeing that the best way for you to manifest is looking in a mirror, speaking into it, maybe even lighting a candle. And you don't have to be witchy or anything. Like honestly, I feel like everything's magic, I know that's really silly and woo-woo to say that, but think about people putting candles on a birthday cake and blowing it out and making a wish. Like, does that not sound like magic? That's literally setting an intention and thinking about what you want to manifest, the thing that you're desiring, and then blowing it out. That's like sending an intention out into the universe. So you can literally do anything you want in that way. Doesn't matter what religion, what spiritual practice, like anyone can be seen as magical. You don't need to buy things or do a certain way, a certain practice. And I may piss some people off for saying that, but like you don't have to spend a lot of money or really be put into this box of like, I can only practice magic in this way. Like anyone can be seen as magical. And I'm getting for you, it's through mirror work, right? Looking at yourself, visualizing how you desire to look, visualizing like what your dream life would look like while looking at yourself in the mirror, talking to yourself in the mirror, maybe even getting like those expo pens, the ones where you can like wipe it off. You can like write affirmations on your mirror. But something about mirrors that's really coming up for me, that there's like a magical affinity to mirrors for you. And the other thing that I was getting to, again, you are a mirror to people as well. There's something about, like I told you, you're like a spiritual conduit for deceased spirits in the spirit realm. They use you as messengers or guides for other people. But I also feel like you mirror people. I'm even getting a message where you may come off as, like, for example, let's say that you meet someone new. You feel called to interact with this person. This person may actually feel drawn to you as well, because you may replicate someone that they used to know. Like maybe you actually come off as very similar to their parent. Or maybe there's someone that did pass away. Again, someone that passed away that they knew of. They're mourning, they're grieving this person. you show up in their life, and a lot of the mannerisms, behaviors, and things that you say match this person that passed away. And it could be because the spirit guide or this spirit is using you as a way to interact with this person to help them, right? There's something about you being seen as a channeler, and I keep saying this, a conduit. You're helping spirits on the other side. I was really getting that message. Like, yes, I know you're helping people in the physical world, but I almost feel like you're really helping the spirit realm. And I'm hearing that spirits are very, very grateful for you. And there's actually something about because you are so helpful to them, whether you know this or you're unknowing to this, they also tend to hang around you even after you've helped them out. I almost want to look into that. I do have this last card, but why are these spirits hanging out with you even after you help them out with something personal? Age and getting older. Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot of cards. What about age and getting older? Why do they hang out with you? Late. Boomerang return back. I think they want to help you. I heard too late when I saw this. There's something about maybe even you being like a late bloomer. I almost feel like they want to help you out with being oh my God, this flipped out. Charity and generosity. I'm hearing getting you back on your A game. So there is something about you feeling like you're too old to do something right now. You may be noticing that you're getting older and you may be falling behind. You may be telling yourself, it's too late for me to go back to doing something. I'm hearing there's like a couple spirits that are returning back to you because they want to help you out in this situation. They may even be trying to help you have some sort of boomerang. Wow. Yeah, we got shadow work and stepping into power and authority. These spirits are wanting to help you access your power, stepping into your confidence again, being able to work on shadow work when it comes to like triggers, things that you need to heal internally. But these are almost, it's weird because they are not your spirit guides, but they may actually be coming back as your spirit guides because they like you so much, because you've helped them so much. So now they want to help you. And there's something about maybe you feel like you're too old or it's too late for you. There's something about how they want to change your mind on that. They want you to have a second chance with that. They want you to have a second chance with getting some sort of power or authority in your life. And I want to see in what area, if I can get any details on that. How are they trying to help you get power or authority in your life? What are they trying to give you a second chance in? We have materialistic and likes fancy things. So possibly your finances, income, having a luxurious, comfortable lifestyle. When you see glamour, it's like glamour and glitz and living big, living your dream, right? So I feel like these spirits are helping you live a very comfortable life. They want you to be financially taken care of, or maybe even expecting more than what you're used to, maybe not being as humble as you are. You may have been told that. They also want to help you take more chances in your life. Again, you're not too old to do the things that you want. We have underestimated and lost and found. They want to help you find your spirit again. They want to help you find your ego, your confidence again, your inspiration again, your light again. And it does seem like you lost something about yourself. Maybe you do underestimate yourself, or people have underestimated you. I'm hearing not by a long shot in my head. There's a spirit guide that really wants to help you. They're like really supportive of you. I'm getting it's a masculine energy for sure. It's a masculine energy, and they're older than you is what I heard. They're already graying because I'm getting an image of like white hair, and they have a beard. So whoever this masculine energy is, they're one of your new spirit guides, and they're really trying to help you right now with getting your mojo back, because you've been helping a lot of the spirits in the spirit realm with helping others that they know, their loved ones. The other message that I had with the last card, your magical capabilities, this makes me think of binds, like spiritual binds, contracts, karmic ties, things that keep you physically and spiritually stuck. You have an ability of being able to have, it's something about spiritual forgiveness, karmic debt forgiveness, breaking the binds of where people feel tied to things. I'm getting that you help people move away from addictions, addictive habits, but I keep getting like the spiritual ties, like people trying to connect themselves to the point where it could be draining other people. Not just people draining others, but like, yeah, I'm getting like surface level pleasures. I'm getting, again, karmic contracts. There's something about you being a debt breaker or a karmic contract breaker. You're meant to help release people from burdens that maybe they had from like a past life. It really does feel spiritual to me. It's like I'm hearing past life regression. So you have the natural capability of being able to help people release, maybe even shadow work. Again, you're working through your own shadow work. You're doing this for yourself, but I think you're also meant to help people do it for them as well. It says, reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person that you want to be. So you are meant to become the person that you want to be through breaking free from maybe even, like, I know this sounds woo-woo, but maybe possible curses that were put on your family, like generational cycles, binds, contracts that you didn't agree to, but maybe an ancestor did. You are meant to break free from this and manifest the life that you want. But I'm also seeing that you can help people do the same. You're being used by spirit to help people release of spiritual burdens that they didn't basically sign up for. It's giving me ancestral, generational shadow work, things that you did not pursue, agree to, or purposefully move into. It's things that you've had to carry because of responsibility or obligation, or because, your other family members have done it. I want to see what this is that you are breaking free from, that you're transforming, but I also want to see what you could be helping other people with, because you're being used as a guide. We have best friend, soulmate, and blame game. So you are meant to break free from connections that you may consider soulmates. Again, you can have karmic soulmates too. That can happen. People that you've had past lives with, people that you have spent many lives with possibly. You feel drawn to these people, connected to these people, even though you may know these people may not be the best for you. So when we have blame game, this is not taking accountability, not wanting to, be able to admit where you're at fault, or possibly you're taking the blame for other people. This is kind of giving me doormat energy. You may have people in your life that are karmic, that from your past life, and you are meant to have these people come back in your life again, because again, you've agreed to contracts with them. But I also feel like you're meant to break free from a lot of these connections, maybe still have them in your life, but maybe not have this emotional tie of being their, emotional punching bag, or everything is put on you. Again, when you think about blame game, this is putting responsibility on you. This could even be these people putting their karma on you. Breaking free from maybe a soulmate or a best friend in this life or your past life, getting rid of their karma off of you, because that can happen. You can pass over your good karma as well as your bad karma to the people that you love unintentionally. And maybe that's something that you're meant to do. Yeah, it's something about depression. And we also have addicting underneath that. So you may have had problems with depression, mental health issues. That actually could be generational. That could be something that's passed down from your family lineage. It could actually be, something that has to do with the brain development, something biological. But for some of you, this could also be, something that is being passed on spiritually. You're meant to break free from this and not have these problems that maybe you see other family members go through. Also, addicting, you could have addiction issues. You could actually be seen as someone that has an addictive personality. Let's see what these addiction issues could be. Okay, this is not you. Again, I was telling you, you are a messenger. So you're meant to help people that have addictions. So I'm getting this is not you. This is what you're meant to heal and break free from in your life. This is what you're meant to help with people. Spirits use you as a way to help others move away from their own addictions, addictive lifestyles, addictive habits, addictive personalities. You are the messenger to help people with those problems. This is you. So I got that clarity on that. So yours is mental health and taking the blame for things that maybe you're not responsible for. Just going along with things that you didn't agree with, and possibly freeing yourself from a best friend or a karmic connection in this life that no longer is serving you. And then you're meant to help people or give information or deliver messages regarding addictions that other people are battling with. Okay, so to end your video off, pile 1, when it comes to your magical powers and capabilities, I think I'm going to do my charms today to get some last messages to see what's going on here. And then that will be about it. What is pile 1's magical powers, capabilities, and all that jazz? Here we go. So you can see my charms. My boy, free. I'm telling you, I'm not getting this as you. You're being used by a spirit to help them free their child. I heard that. Because when I say the my boy, it's making me think of like a mother being like, oh, my boy, like this is my young son, my child. It's giving me a feminine energy. You're meant to help free a masculine. Maybe this is someone that you're dating or someone that you know. This could actually be someone that you know, that you have a relationship with, that maybe you're meant to help free this person from something. Again, you're being used by spirit to help other people with their own karmic debt, things that they need to work on. There's a woman, now I'm channeling like a woman motherly spirit that wants you to help their son. I got their son. Helping them free something. And this is like a very endearing energy. It's like they really care about their child and they feel like you could help them. I feel like this is going to be super personal for, you know, the right people. It may not resonate with everyone, but are you kidding me? Past life, I want the best for you. Pregnancy, parenthood, and children. Oh my God. So this, I'm telling you, I'm getting the chills. There is a spirit from maybe a past life. Like I'm getting it's not, they want to work with you because maybe you already helped them. Maybe you help, again, you have spirits that want to help you now because you helped them in some way. And there's something about their son was able to become free. Again, maybe even being forgiven. Maybe spiritually forgiven. I don't know. You gave some sort of message. I'm hearing you gave some sort of hope to someone's son. Okay? And I don't know. Maybe this is someone you knew in a past life, but whoever the spirit is, they want the best for you. And now they want to help you. I keep getting that. You helped someone else spiritually, and now this spirit wants to help you. Wow. Okay, we have sushi here. This could be a sign. This is also in the ocean. That could be a sign for someone, a synchronicity. You actually may have an infinity to the ocean. You may be, connected to water mirrors. You may be connected to the ocean or bodies of water. You also may be a really good sushi cook. You may be really good at cooking fish, maybe even making bento boxes, Asian food. I'm getting that too. You may be a really good cook. You may know how to cook. That could be a gift of yours. We also have this palm tree, which again is by the beach, by a body of water. There's something about being by the beach or being by the body of water. Maybe you're meant to live there, pile one. There's some, yeah, even with this, that could be the next place that you're meant to go. This could be a confirmation or a sign for someone in the collective. If you've been questioning if whether or not you should like maybe move to Japan or move to Hawaii or Jamaica or any tropical place, any place that has a lot of bodies of water, maybe it has palm trees, something of that sort. This could be a sign that that's where you're meant to go next, or this is where you're meant to live. I'm even hearing where you're meant to go to help people next. That could be a confirmation for you. But pile one, that's all that I'm getting for you. I hope that this was relatable and that it helped you guys out. And I will talk to you all later. Pile two, welcome to your guys' pick a card reading, all about your magical powers and capabilities. So pile two, right away, I have these two cards also, but you have a card that says best possible decision in marriage, and I'm just now noticing we have the number 18 and 20. I'm just going to say this right now. You probably are married young, or maybe you are 18. You will be getting married young. You have the magical capability of manifesting whoever you desire in this life when it comes to romance and partners. You may get into relationships quite easily. You may be known as that relationship guy or relationship girl. Like, you are able to manifest love in your life like no tomorrow. I'm getting that your strong suit is your love life. You're meant to have a fated partner in this life, especially marriage. You're meant to be in a very loving connection. And even with this card, it says you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Your most blessed area of life is going to be your relationship to your partner. Your husband or your wife is going to be seen as a blessing to you. This person is going to be, obviously not everyone is perfect, pile two, but this person was made for you. Not many people can say that they have a blessed love life. I'm seeing that you're going to have a life partner. This person is going to be wanting to settle down with you, making a home with you, and making things official with you. And this person, you're going to know that you're loved by this person because of how they treat you. When we see unconditional, you don't even have to try. This person is just going to love you because you're you. And I see this person being very emotionally giving to you. And what I mean by emotionally giving is someone that's super in tune to you, in tune to your energies, your thoughts, your emotions. They can read you like a book. This is a person that knows what you need when you need it because they know you so well. You probably feel, or you will feel, extremely understood by this person. And I see that that is going to be your biggest blessing in life, is who you end up settling down with. Your next romantic partner if you're single. The person that you end up marrying. This is someone that you're going to be living with, or if you're like living on your own, you're eventually going to be living with this person. Yeah, but your magical power is manifesting love in your life. And not just like a fling. I'm seeing this as your fated partner, your soulmate. I'm seeing that. So let's go ahead and keep looking at what else is your magical power and capability. So we do have Enchanted, and we have a card that says Power Struggle. So I see that you are always the one that's winning in a confrontation, a fight, or if there's someone that's trying to get the same thing as you, they're in competition with you, you're always the one that's winning. You're always doing something a little bit extra. I was even getting the message that you may, unintentionally make people fight over you because of this enchanting magnetism that you have. Again, you are being very sought out after by, yes, especially romantic partners. You are always going to be seen as that person that many people want to date or to be with romantically. But I'm also getting like the golden child energy where you're almost being seen as like the favorite. You may get picked easily. And what I mean by that is I feel like people may actually have a little bit of jealousy or envy when it comes to you because there's like a sense of favoritism. And I don't know if you know this about yourself, but I'm getting favoritism with you. You always end up being the first to go do something, or people end up choosing you first. People want you to try something new first. Like you're always like the first in the door. And this could just be like very lucky, like it's random. But I am getting that people are naturally really drawn to you. They like you. And so they end up choosing you first over others. And that may create some tension with other people. It may make them upset. But I do feel like you have this power to draw people in more so than other people. And they may try to fight with you or fight over you. And if they try to fight with you, you're still going to win. You still have a lead. You're able to get out of it. And you may have people that may be trying to compete for your attention. Sorry. I'm definitely getting competing for your attention. Wow, I'm hearing competing for your affirmation, approval. So you also have people that want you to approve of them. They want you to see them highly because they put you on a pedestal and see you very highly. You have a lot of people that look up to you, pile two. They see you as the cool kid. And maybe you don't see yourself as the cool kid, but there's definitely something about you that comes off as cool. Like, I feel like I would be a cooler person if I was around pile two, that type of vibe. I want pile two to like me. I want to impress pile two. That's the energy that I'm getting for you. That's your magical superpower. And I am getting like, you may have had like two people pining for your attention at the same time. Like lovers quarrel, like two people fighting to be able to court you and love you. I know that sounds so silly, but it's giving me that. Yeah, maybe that's what you're going through right now. Again, the best possible decision. Maybe you're trying to decide on which person you want to be able to take it farther with. Like maybe you're like single, but you're going on dates with people. And maybe there's like a couple people that you're having a hard time trying to decide like, who do I want to move forward with? I don't know if that's a problem that you're facing, but I do see that you're going to be making the right choice for you anyway. There is no right or wrong, but you're going to be making the best possible decision for you in regards to you getting married and settled down. Because I do see that's something that you want. You want to end up getting married. You want to have that life where you're with your person forever and ever and you build a home and a family together. And the person that you choose next in love, that person also wants the same thing and they will be devoted to you in that way. Let's go ahead and look at the rest of the messages for you, pile two. When it comes to your magical powers and capabilities, what do you need to know? So we have new life and experimenting. So you can easily manifest a do-over for yourself if you want that. If you don't like your life, then you can literally start over and it will go your way. And not many people can say that with confidence because there's going to be people that are not you that will try to start something over. Let's just say they have like a whole life okay, I'm going to give you the best example. It's giving me a video game reference. So let's say you have a Sims game and you have this whole world created. You have these people that you have put into your home. You build a town, and it seems like it's fine, but you're like, I'm not happy with this. I'm going to like delete all of my data and start over. And let's say someone that isn't you does that and they have this grass is greener mentality of like, my life could be better. And so they basically reject what they already have that is, spent years creating. They delete it, they start over, and they're miserable. They're like so unhappy. They're like, oh my God, I made the wrong choice. Like what I had before was better. But with you, when you decide that you want something new, even if other people are doubting you or cautioning you, like, hey, like you're going to lose all this. Like, do you know what you're doing? You actually don't lose, you gain. So you actually may do better if you choose to start over. You have better luck being able to experiment and start something new than other people would. And that's something that's being seen as a gift because, again, like there's so many risks with trying new things, with having to start over in life, with basically walking away from everything that you've known. Because, yes, it's exciting because you can do a do-over, you can create what you want. But some people don't know what they want. They just chose to walk away because they know they weren't happy, but they don't know where to go next. They may run into things that are being seen. Whoops. I just dropped some cards. They may run into things that they think is meant for them or people that are meant for them, but really they were lessons or they were tests or they were delays, right? They're being seen as obstacles, and then they're like really at a crossroads, and then they want to go back to the old life that they had, but they can't because they already made their decision. With you, you have good luck when you make really big life choices. Like the choices that scare the hell out of you, the ones that most people are too afraid to do, the ones that if people choose to do this, they don't have a choice. They don't have that chance, that second chance to go back. Whenever you do decide that I want something new for myself, it works out for you. It has a positive outcome for you. We have your character, new beginning, and romance. So I am seeing that you have the magical capability of literally recreating your character. Again, like I was saying in The Sims, you can change and start over. You can recreate your life. You can have a new beginning, especially in love, when you choose to go down a different path in your love life. Even if you're with someone in your life already, pile two, but you want like a new emotional beginning with your partner and you're working towards that, that will automatically have a positive outcome. You trying again, you literally wanting to start something over, recreating something new, that has so many risks of it failing, trying to go against everything that you're used to, but it always succeeds for you. So when you are taking the most risks in your life, when you're being the ballsiest that you could ever be, being the most confident in yourself that you could be, that's when you're the most lucky. You're the most lucky when you feel calm and confident when you make very hard choices. And I think it's because your intuition is telling you, again, that it is the best possible choice for you. You know when it's time to move in life. You do. You know when it's time for you to make choices. Your intuition is often never wrong. We have God and love and light. So we have God, loving energy, protection from angels, warrior spirit, divine calling, high vibration, love and light. So your magical power is you have a very healing presence. You're also being led by God, spirit guides, like a higher force, right? So I actually feel like I'm hearing that you have like the Midas touch in a way. Like everything that you touch turns to gold, and it's making me think of like a blessed hands. Like the way that you move in life is blessed by maybe even God himself. Maybe you're being protected from angels, you're being looked over. And it could even be because of your loving energy that you possess. I'm seeing you have like a very pure and innocent energy. You do things out of love and not out of motive or scheming or to hurt people. So again, with people fighting over you and this enchantedness, I don't see this as schemy or sneaky. It's something that you don't ask for. It's something that just kind of, you naturally possess this. I think you manifest love easily because you love other people so easily. Does that make sense? Your frequency that you give off to others is love and healing. So you attract people that want to be nurtured by you. You are a nurturer, but I often feel like the people that are nurturers, they need to be nurtured as well. And I feel like that's what you're meant to have, is the soulmate in your life to help nurture your heart, because you love others so much and you give love so freely to people. This is like God's gift to you, to have like this soulmate. I know you guys may not believe in God. Whatever you want to reference this as, this can be seen as the universe, your spirit guides, your ancestors, deities, whatever you believe in or work with. I use God as a way to say the universe. Just kind of take whatever makes sense for you, pile two. But yeah, a lot of this has to do with your love life, your relationships, the love that you give freely to others, your pure energy. Let's get one last card before I move on to charms for you. Okay, that is way too many cards. Just one more card, please, of your magical powers and capabilities. So we have the unseen and spiritual world. Okay, we have justice is coming regarding the situation and moving and relocation. I almost feel like this is a message from your guides. There's something about justice working out in your favor behind the scenes in the spirit realm. You actually may have a magical capability with having things be fair for you. You manifest equality. You manifest justice. You have this magical capability of having justice play out in your life. I was about to say future by accident, so maybe this is something that hasn't happened yet. There's something about you being able to move or relocate homes, jobs, or moving on from something that is connected to justice that's being worked on right now in the spirit realm. This is being something that's being worked out in your favor. That's part of your spiritual capabilities, your magical capabilities. The spirit is working with you in your favor regarding justice, maybe even surrounding a move. But that's something that I felt like I needed to relay the message to you on. Let's end your video off, pile two, with these charms and see what magical spiritual capabilities do you possess. Your magical powers, capabilities, divine girl. So you may be seen as a feminine. I'm also getting, if you're a masculine, pile two, and like I said, I don't know if you are married already or if you're going to be meeting someone. I'm getting that if you are a masculine, the woman, if you are into women, let's say that you're not. I feel like a lot of you will have children, but if you don't, please take this as it resonates. If you are a masculine that's into feminines, the feminine that you're going to be dating is going to be extremely spiritual. This is someone that is very in tune to the spiritual realm, to God. They move in life, maybe even through divine, like through divination, like they do divination. This is someone that's connected to God, the angel source. That is a sign for you of who you may be ending up, falling in love with and settling down with, is someone that could be very highly spiritual. If you are, like I said, a masculine that maybe is into other masculines, I actually feel like you could have a child with this person, pile two, a daughter, and this daughter could be like a gift from God, or they themselves could be like, yeah, I'm hearing like a gift from God for you. I'm also seeing that if you are a feminine yourself, pile two, you need to know that you are being guided by the divine. This is all about God, right? Loving energy, divine calling. So I feel like God is definitely a presence in your life for sure. Like, I don't know if you believe in angels or you want to work with like the heavenly realms. Like, it's giving me like Christ consciousness. It's giving me that. It's very healing. It's very light and love. Do good unto others. Peace. It's giving me a very warm feeling. So this is either the energy that you encompass yourself, or this is someone that you could end up actually marrying. This is someone that was almost like delivered to you by your spirit team. Like, this is a fated connection that you're meant to have in your life. The other thing that I see here too is this is making me think of like writing something, finalizing something, contracts. We also have graduate here as well. So you have the magical capability of being able to finish things out, making things official. Again, this could even be seen as you graduating from school, you being able to sign that contract that you've been wanting to. you being able to get married, because again, a marriage certificate. I also heard a birth certificate here. There's things about you being able to finalize paperwork, being able to manifest new contracts, new relationships in your life, things that are being seen as a big deal, a milestone, permanent, possibly even moving and relocation. You could be right now in the process of manifesting a home right now. Maybe you're already looking for a home right now, pile 2, and this is a confirmation from your spirit guides that you're going to be able to, finalize the closing cost, or being able to, actually, I don't know, like put down a down payment, setting up your mortgage. There's something about finalizing something here. It could be financial. It could be, again, marriage related, property related is also what I heard. But yeah. Anyway, pile 2, that's all that I have for you. I hope that this message was helpful and insightful, and I will talk to you all later. Pile 3, welcome to your guys' pick a card reading, all about your natural magical powers and capabilities. So right away, pile 3, with the card that says well-being, and then we have auric field. Just with the well-being card, I feel like you're really good at manifesting a life where you don't have to work hard. There's something about how you don't really have to worry about a whole lot of things. Like, not that you don't worry, because everyone has worries, everyone has, fears and problems and anxieties. Regardless of how blessed someone's life looks from the outside, everyone has their own problems going on. I'm not going to dispute that, but from what I'm channeling, your life is coming off maybe easier than maybe other people that you know. I am getting that you come off as well rested. So you may have this look about you that almost comes off as pile 3 doesn't look like they stress about anything. It's like your life is built up for it to be easy for you. If you don't want to work 40 hours or more a week, you don't have to. You'll be able to find a way where if you want to work part-time instead of working full-time, you can do that, and also being able to afford your lifestyle. It's like you're not stressing or strapping for cash. Because when you think about being able to live a life of freedom, money is a big thing in that. You need money to survive, unfortunately. And I feel like you're always being able to get really good deals, like on housing, like getting like once in a lifetime housing specials, right? Where it's like in your budget, and like everything else around you in the neighborhood is like 2 times the amount, but you found like some sort of like Groupon thing that you're, I don't know, I'm not making sense probably, pile 3, but you're always able to find deals and coupons and I don't know, sales and things that work out for you. You're able to get the things that you need and the things that you want without having to pay more or work harder. You can have the schedule that you want. You can rest as much as you want. It's giving me life on easy mode. And I don't know if it's because you have someone that maybe you live like in a community. So maybe you live with like other roommates, which helps you out in that sense, where not all the responsibility of rent and utilities is on you. So you can have a schedule that you desire because other people are helping pitch in. Maybe you have a supportive partner, like you're married or you're in a relationship and this person allows you to maybe work from home or not have a job, but you stay home and you take care of the house for this person. It's kind of just giving me, you have the time to like do your own hobbies and do your own thing and to sleep in if you want to. I'm really getting that vibe, being able to sleep in and rest if you want to, and not having to worry about if you're doing that. Yeah, I'm hearing not having this feeling of guilt if you're not working hard, not having guilt if you're sleeping in too much. I don't know, it's giving me that type of lifestyle. With the auric field, when I see this as your magical superpower, your aura is definitely more protected than most people. I'm also hearing the word recycling. You're really good at recycling other people's energy. And what I mean by recycling is transmutation. You know how to transmute negative energy that could be in your auric field into positive energy for yourself. But you're really good at being able to, again, shield, clear, and strengthen your aura. And I heard recycling energy. So if there's any like remnant or stuck energy in your field, you're really good at being able to decipher where that is and either transmute that or being able to rid it off of you. Yeah, I'm getting like you could also experience like a lot of like groggy, tired energy. And I'm being shown like something about like your third eye chakra. I'm getting also like lower back pain. Um, you may have a lot of stuck energy in these areas. I know this is not really part of the reading, but that's something that's being highlighted to me right now. That may be something that you need to be aware of. And I'm being shown by spirit that you need to take care of your mind. So headaches could be something that you also may struggle with sometimes. Maybe hair loss, like around the front of the head, possibly knots or lower back pain. Those could be signs of stuck energy that you need to work on. Maybe getting some massages, maybe rubbing your head, drinking more water, maybe praying over these areas. I don't know. I know that's not part of the reading, but I am being told that you need to do something like that for yourself. Those areas in your body seem to be the most attacked or the most affected when it comes to your auric field. Yeah, there's something about stagnant energy that you have a really good way at being able to get moving again. You're really good at being able to get rid of stagnant energy out of your field. So that's what I'm seeing for you. All right, so we also have the Fool card, and it says, have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous. Again, with this vibe, even with you being out like in the field, out in the country, you actually could be meant to travel. That could be something that you're meant to do, is maybe even having a lifestyle where, again, you're not living a traditional 9 to 5. Maybe you're traveling the world. Maybe you're just like, going from like place to place. You're living life on the edge. You're traveling on bike or car. Maybe you're staying at like Airbnbs or whatever. Maybe you're living in an RV. I'm getting like a non-traditional type of lifestyle that you're meant to have, where you're not really worried about expenses, worried about work, worried about stresses. It's like you're meant to enjoy your life and see what life is all about. Even with the grace card, it's making me think that your spirit guides want you to move through life with grace, not tripping over things, not being stressed out about what you're supposed to do or trying to rush to get somewhere. You're meant to have a very easy, breezy, slow type of life where you can really stop and sniff the flowers. You are meant to have that type of lifestyle. And that's your magical capabilities. You have the guarantee that that's the life that you can have if you manifest it. That's your special quality in this life, is your life is meant to be easy. You're meant to walk in through life with grace. I don't really see a whole lot of stressors in your life, to be honest, pile 3. Like your life, like obviously, like I said earlier, everyone has their problems. But I feel like in this life, you're meant to just go through life just kind of observing, enjoying, being present, not really having to deal with a whole lot of losses. I'm hearing not having to deal with greed. I don't know what that means. I'm even seeing that this life, you're meant to be like seen as like an artist or a creative. Like your line of work is meant to be seen as something that is unorthodox. Something that comes from your own expression, something that's being seen as this is the way that you want to live your life. Like the way that you live life, the way that you view yourself in your life, it's translating through your employment in some way. So I don't really see this line of work being something completely opposite of you. There are certain jobs where you have to kind of blend in with the company. You, like, for example, covering up like piercings or tattoos, or there's certain things that you would want to talk about with others, but you're not allowed to. Kind of like muting your self-expression. Your line of work, it's funny, if people were to see you and get to interact with you and know you, and then you told them what you do for a living, they're like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. Like, I totally see pile 3 doing that. Like, that's how they live their life. Like, this basically translate into their line of work. So I see that your form of employment in this life, or the way that you make money to basically help take care of you and your lifestyle so that you can live the life that you want, it's something that it just definitely makes sense to who you are already. It's something that you find to be maybe even like a hobby. It's something that interests you. It's something that just kind of screams, this is pile 3. And that's really lucky for you because, there's a lot of things that people probably want to do besides go to work, but they don't really have a choice. But it's like you have the choice. You have the luxury and the freedom to pursue your hobbies, your dreams, and your interests. Like, it's almost coming off as limitless. Again, your life is on easy mode. I'm getting that. And if this is something that you have not done yet for yourself, pile 3, this is definitely something that you're meant to do. Your magical quality is having this. So maybe this is something that you haven't tapped into, but it's part of your journey. But yeah, let's go ahead and shuffle some more cards for you and see what other magical qualities you may possess in this life that you need to be aware of. You will be guided through this. I'm telling you, you are definitely guided by your spirit guides, by God, by your angels. It's like your life is on easy mode because it's like your spirit guides, your angels, they have a plan for you. They're like, here, choose, and we'll help you out. Not even have a plan. They don't even have a plan for you. I'm getting like, they're asking you, hey, what do you want to do? And you're like, hey, spirit guides, I want to do this, but I don't know how to get there. They're like, okay, cool, we'll help you out. We'll show you what you need to do to get to where you want to go. Because when we think about the Fool card in Tarot pile 3, this is all about the possibilities. This is a new beginning. But it's lack of experience, not knowing what to do, but it's like a lucky turnaround where you make the right choices, you trusted the right signs, and even with the Fool card in Tarot, it looks like he's about to be walking off a bridge. He doesn't have anything with him either. In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the Fool card is seen as him literally having this little tiny knapsack, and he's about to be walking off of the ledge. Even with this, it's like he's walking off the ledge, not given an F, and the dog's barking at him like, hey, you're about to walk off the cliff. And he has so much faith and trust in where he's going that he's not worried about how it looks or how scary it could be. And there's another tarot deck called the After Tarot, and it's meant to show what happens after the initial tarot card. And in the After Tarot, the Fool card is shown to him, getting off the cliff, but it was like a little tiny drop. Like he had nothing to worry about because there was land right there. He didn't fall and crash and hurt himself. He was guided to just having this little tiny drop off, and he was cool. He was all good to go. That's what it's making me think of. So it's like you have the choice to choose where you want to go, your biggest dream, and your spirit guides are backing you up and they're guiding you on how to move forward with that choice. And again, it's like freedom, free will. I don't really think your life is fated in a sense where there's a predestined path for you. I feel like in your life, you're meant to make and create the life that you desire. I really am seeing that for you. Like, this is kind of like a blank slate where you make it up as you go, and your spirit guides will help assist you if you need help with anything. But it's your choice. Like, your choice. I feel like you're meant to have like a fresh slate in this life. And that's being seen as a gift for you because, again, there's not many people that have the ability to do that. They have like fated events or fated connections that they need to meet to work out like past karmic debt, or they have to like make certain mistakes to work things out. Being able to clear karmic debt in their life from like a past life. But like with you, I'm getting like it's very empty. Like you're meant to fill it in with what you want. You're meant to make new memories, meet the right people that you want to meet in this life, starting things, trying things, beginning things. So I feel like this is about you kind of discovering what you want and being taken care of financially if that's a problem, or assistance with anything that you need. It's like you're always being guided through whatever problems that you do face in this life. We have an agenda, motives behind it. Okay, so the other thing that I'm seeing for you that's being seen as a magical superpower, you can read people extremely well, and I actually feel like you will be, or you have made changes in your friendships because you can read when people are not being authentic, they're not being honest, or they have a motive as to why they're becoming your friend. So I actually feel like your superpower in this life is you probably will be going through friendship changes quite often. I'm not going to lie, but it's because you can read people, and some of the people that you may end up meeting, there may be a reason as to why they want to be in your life. I'm hearing they may want to use you in some way. I did hear greediness earlier. So they may have greedy tendencies, or they may be using you to maybe level something up in their own life. And so there's something about how your discernment is kind of being seen as a superpower when it comes to friends. You can sniff out the fake people. You can sniff out the people that aren't being honest, or they're not being completely supportive of you in your journey, especially people that like to talk badly about others behind their back. You're really good at being able to figure those people out and stay away from them. Let's see. I do see that you're going to be stepping into power and authority. Let's see in what. Power and authority in what in your life? Showing up, being seen, public. Wow, public recognition. So also you could be seen in the public eye because you give advice. Give advice about what? Maybe because of the option. Maybe you're trying to give other people advice about options in their life. We have peace and calm. So I feel like you're meant to go through this life where your life is very peaceful and calm. You're meant to have options. You may actually have some sort of public recognition. Very successful. Maybe very successful with like maybe a line of work where you give advice or you mentor others. That could be seen as something that you do for a living. But that's what I'm being seen, or that's what I'm being shown to me for you about what your magical superpowers are. I also want to say that you showing up, being seen in public recognition is going to be for your hobbies, your interests, and fun times. So I'm telling you, your life is going to be seen as pretty desirable, especially to you. Like, this is a life that you desire. You get to have fun every day. I'm really channeling that. Your life will be fun for you. Your life will be seen as interesting for you and maybe to others. This is a life where you will have peace and calm. You don't have to work that hard. The line of work that you have, or just what you do every day, you have so much time to be able to invest in your hobbies. You know what I mean? Like, your life feels very relaxed to me compared to most people that maybe are struggling to meet ends meet. They maybe work 2 jobs. Maybe they work a job where it's like overtime and they're just stressed out all the time. It's like go home, sleep, wake up, work, go home, sleep. It's like repeated of that cycle. But I don't see that for you. I don't see that being your lifestyle. So let's go ahead and end your video off pile 3 with my charms to see what other additional messages are going to be coming out for you when it comes to your magical superpowers in this life. What else do you need to know? Wow. Okay. We have sushi. And I always say sashimi. This is not sashimi, but I always call it that. It's another word. I always forget what it's called. I'm really bad at this. Nigiri. Looks like nigiri. Maybe you are an avid foodie. Maybe this is about luxury when it comes to you being able to eat the things that you want. I'm even hearing something about like you don't even have to drive to go get your food. You can have like the money to splurge on like Uber Eats or like Grubhub or like food delivery. I'm even seeing the foods that you eat. You know, it's like very expensive, high quality, organic, culinary treats. You may even have, wow, you may even actually be a chef. Maybe that's something that you enjoy doing. Maybe your line of work is you cooking. Maybe it's food related. I don't know. I'm seeing that as well. Maybe that's something that you want to do. But I'm seeing you being able to eat a lot of yummy food. Let's see. We have this like piece of chess, like a chess piece with these goggles. It's making me think of you making moves. People watching you make your moves, make your mark. I'm also seeing that you have a habit of catching an audience. Again, showing up and being seen. I feel like this lifetime of yours, you're meant to be almost being seen in a way of maybe even checkmating someone else. Again, coming into power. Maybe this is strategy, your wit, your intelligence. People are meant to see you win. Again, this could even be like in a competition. Maybe you're competing with someone, or this is a very competitive field. Maybe you're actually doing, sorry, you guys, maybe this is your hobby or interest. Maybe you want to be someone that does, you know, like, why am I hearing poker? That's not what I was going to say. Maybe you want your line of work to be chess. You know, some people don't take that seriously, but maybe you're like an avid chess player and that's going to be your form of employment, your line of work. Maybe you're really good at it. I did hear poker, so maybe you're really good at poker. It's giving me online like competition, online games, maybe even online gaming. It's giving me your life. I don't know what it is. It's giving me unorthodox line of work, making money, doing things that you enjoy or things that you don't mind doing. It's a very relaxed setting. With the trees here, this does make me think of family and roots. So you may have a strong tie to your ancestors or family roots, your family tree. That could be seen as a spiritual gift for you. We also have a key here. Yeah, there's something about having access to maybe, I'm hearing family money, family inheritance, or possibly having access to your family. Sorry, you guys, your ancestors. I'm just making a mess over here. Having a connection to your ancestors. I'm seeing this key where you're able to open up new doors that maybe your ancestors have never opened before. And with that sun, it's giving me, again, power, recognition, being a leader, happy, healthy. Like, you're meant to be happy in this life. You're also meant to be shown the way. You're meant to be seen in a positive light, seen as a leader, being shown respect, maybe even authoritative figure. So I feel like this life, you're meant to be like definitely stepping into some sort of power. It's a very powerful energy. The sun kind of leads the way, right? Everyone's drawn to the sun. And that's what I'm seeing for you. And look at this, joy and happiness. You're meant to be happy. You are meant to be happy in this life. You are great at manifesting happiness for yourself. That pile 3, that is all that I have to say. I hope that this video was fun and that it resonated, and I will talk to you all later.